Hi everybody, welcome to Wool and Wine, episode 60. I'm Tammi.
I'm Claudia.
I'm Janet.
And we're a knitting podcast. And for our viewers, we're happy to have you back. And if you're new, that's even better. You're
Welcome.
Yes.
And we're recording from Bellbrook, Ohio, which is a south suburb of Dayton. And it's just a beautiful day, warm but not too hot. So enjoying the weather.
Yeah, summertime is coming to an end.
Yay.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
Sweater
weather. Which I love sweater weather.
I do too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, all right, so
We have lots of beautiful things
We
to show
do.
you today.
Yeah, we sure do.
So exciting.
So, okay, Claudia, you got to, oh, right. Sorry. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, Annie. Well, that's some nice yumminess.
Oh, that's
This
delicious.
is delicious. Today's
Sure.
wine is a beautiful gift from one of our viewers, Annie. And so she sent us this wine and these beautiful glasses from Alba Winery. Oh, it says Alba on there. And I think you can see it a little bit, but
Thanks, Annie. That's
So-
delicious.
It is.
delicious.
Yeah, that was so sweet of you.
Absolutely. All right, so now we should start with what we're wearing.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm back from my construction. Construction is. Anyway, I'll just tell you what I'm wearing. And here's the video. Of the Joni by Natasha Hornby. And I made the size 45, and I used the Queensland Collection Savannah in colorway 24, which is Waterfall.
So
It's a
beautiful.
perfect name for this color. And I was just saying, I haven't worn this all summer, but you can kind of see you should be able to see it in the video much better, but the front lace is just so beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun knit too, from what I remember. It was like, what was it, last year or 2 years ago that I made it? I don't remember.
It might have been the summer before last.
yes,
That's
what I'm
kind of what
thinking.
I'm thinking too.
I was thinking I was making it last summer, and I don't know what happened. It's in my queue. I've got it in my library. It's ready to go. I don't know what happened, but now that I see you wearing it, it's really beautiful. I may have to,
Jump on it.
yeah,
And you could probably even make it
a little bit
a
longer,
longer sleeve if you want it for fall.
to make it more seasonal.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not sure. I did not make any changes, and it fits really nicely. And I do wear a little tank underneath it. But I don't know. I guess it depends on what color you have and what color bra you wear. It may
Right.
not matter. a whole
Right, if
lot.
you had this color, you probably wouldn't need something under
That's-
it because
that
my
could be.
skin is.
Yeah, exactly. So, let's see, the yarn. I think it was a cotton linen blend, and it's held up really well. I don't know what else to say about it.
It's a really good one.
It is. It's a really good pattern, and I love doing this because it breaks up the stockinette. So.
As are all Natasha Hornby
Yeah.
patterns.
Oh,
They
I know.
are so fun to knit. She is such a, like the way she puts things together, it's just genius.
It
Like I'm
is.
sure she did something, those look like short rows.
Yeah.
And that little sleeve cap to bring it down a little bit.
Yeah, and it made it really fit nicely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's a good pattern. I recommend it.
All right, so
I am wearing the Sipila by Caitlin Hunter. And here's the video. And here's another little view.
so pretty. Looks great on you.
It does.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
that was
just
so pretty.
Love this. So the yarns I'm using is the Brooklyn Tweed Puri in the colorway Driftwood, and the Stephen West, what's it called? West Wool Bicycle in the colorway Fandango. And it's just
So
gorgeous, pretty.
pretty.
And I think with the driftwood yarn, it really brings out this beautiful
Oh, it just
Fandango
pops.
color.
Yeah, that color just pops.
and I just love that. I know this pattern, initially she says use like a hand-dyed yarn with lots of colors in it. I didn't want to do that.
I like it like that
So
because it shows off that color.
Yeah, I
in the
wanted
pattern.
yeah.
wanted to use this pattern plus, just
yeah.
one colorway.
Right.
One just.
Well, you got to see the one I did years ago in hedgehog fiber speckle something, and the background color was mostly a plain color, but the speckle doesn't. You can't see that gorgeous color work as well with the speckle even against a plain background.
Yeah.
So that's
Really nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the size I made was like 42 and a half, but I went up a little bit on the needle size to have the gauge closer to a 40.
You
And
went down on the needle size.
down on the needle size. I get that wrong every time.
Yeah, to make it slightly
So,
smaller than the 42.
Slightly smaller, yeah. And so the fit, I really like the fit. It's really nice.
Yeah.
And I did it, pretty much to pattern. The length is the way I like it, and I just didn't really
It's a
make
good-
any major adjustments. I'm sure the neckline, I usually like my necklines a little smaller than, sometimes they're a little bit bigger, but
That looks perfect.
It does.
I do a little adjustments here and there, but otherwise
Yeah.
it's pretty much all to pattern, and I'm really happy with it, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah, so the short rows are in this gorgeous purple at the top,
Yes.
so it doesn't break up the pattern at all. That's really
Right.
nice. Yeah.
There are some make ones in throughout this, the color work as well, but you can't tell.
You can't tell.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
there's
you
a-
look at
yeah.
the color work.
Yeah.
You look at
Right.
the color, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, and I'm really happy with how the color work turned out. It's not too tight.
Right.
Like I've done in the past where I've had it too tight. And the only thing was on this sleeve I did have to go up a needle size on the color work at the very bottom, but other than that, I mean,
That's because you're
it worked
lifting
out
your
good.
beautiful grandbaby a lot and you're getting some guns.
I'd love to say that's the case. I'm not so sure.
Oh, golly.
So what are you wearing?
So this is the Peasant Surprise, and it is by Hanna Maciejewska. And her name will be spelled properly here. And then I have a photo of me wearing it. Yes, I do. There are a
Yeah, we took a
video. We
video,
took a
yeah.
video. It's not a finished object. I made this maybe 4 years ago.
Wow, that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did it right after the pattern came out. And I actually have made 2 of them. I may have worn the other one on the podcast before, but I'll tell you what, I believe that the original yarn that she used had some linen in it, but this was 100% linen on a cone, and I followed the pattern exactly. But I just love these sleeves. So after this cute little band here, she does some increases on the very next row. And then there are some short rows. So you can see how it's a little bit longer on the outside. So you have room to bend your elbows in it. I love this. Actually, so I threw this in the washer and the dryer. And it is like, it's just beautiful. So it's fingering weight. And I think when I was looking at the pattern page today, which by the way will be linked in our show notes, I think it said that I used a size 2 and a 3 on this. So I may have used a 3 for the body and a 2 for the ribbing. And I probably did it exactly to pattern. It's just been so long ago that I don't have modifications on my project page, but if you guys haven't seen this, you should go out and take a look. I think there were only 48 projects, and 2 of those 48 are mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is such a
It is
beautiful
a
sweater. I remember
really
when you
love
made
that.
that, I wanted to make one.
I
Yeah.
love that. That's
So
And-
I think it would be really good in linen. Who makes the lino and tin lino?
Sandusky?
Sandusky. I bet it would be really good in the thin lino. But this came in a cone. You know, I said that I held it single. I think that it's lace weight, and I held it double to get fingering. I'm almost positive of that. Because I think it was very, very thin, and I couldn't love this yarn more. It's just a natural color. And I think it was pretty inexpensive for this big cone, like maybe $27 or something. But like I said, I bought that.
So when you got off of Amazon, you think?
Yep, I do. And I don't think this one was. Do you remember the cones that I bought later that were linen? I can't never mind. I can't remember. But whatever this is, it just says 100% linen on my project page because I tried to put it in Ravelry and it didn't recognize it. So I just added it and it didn't have details on it, and neither did Amazon have details for it. So I don't even know really where it came from. But I'm sure that they have cones of lace weight, 100% linen. Anyway, no modifications to it. And when I made the next one, I just made it short sleeved. And I think that was like a cotton linen viscose blend or something. But I love both of them. I wear it when we go out. You know, I feel dressy in it. Anyway, so do you have any finishes?
I have one finish, but I don't have it with me. It was gifted to my sister, and I sent you a picture.
Oh, okay.
So the completed one. And that was the Anchors Summer Shirt by Petite Knits, and I used the Juniper Moon Farm Zoe in the colorway number 16, which was kind of that same color. As her
a magenta color.
The magenta color, yeah. So I gave it to my sister. She's happy with it. And she said the sleeve was a little tight, and I said, well, I can fix it. But she took it.
You'll have to
I'll fix it later.
get Holly to get Holly to take a picture of herself wearing it.
Yeah, well, I will do that next time I see her.
Yeah, and we'll put it in here somewhere.
Yeah, so it looks good on her, though. It's a good color for her.
Good.
Yeah.
I know Janet's got some finishes.
Yes, she does.
I do. I'm so excited. My next one is the Tosta Tea by Rebecca Clow. Here's the video.
That is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what it looks like. Love this.
Yeah, no.
It's just really, it's very light. It's very silky, and it feels so nice on. It is the Lang Yarns Silk Color in the colorway of 1141, which I think is just a multicolor.
It's so pretty.
But yeah, the Tosta Tea is such a good pattern. I have made, I think this is my third Tosta Tea, and this yarn is beautiful. It's just self-striping. I had to do a little bit of color management in the body when I switched skeins to try to make everything even, and also for the sleeves to make those match. But other than that, it was pretty much just, it was just a nice knit.
Very pretty.
And so, just love this. So when we were on vacation, I knit this a lot on the plane. and then when I got back, I was just, I made some progress, so I finished it up. So I'm really happy with it.
Awesome. So my first finish is my Vertices Unite shawl. And I have heard people, it's by Stephen West. And then here's a video of me showing it. But I have to tell you, I've heard a lot of people say, I made the Vertices Unite and I loved it and I'm going to make it again. This went so fast and it's so entertaining to make. I know you're like, ha ha ha, it used 5 skeins of yarn. Honestly, it didn't use 5 skeins of yarn. The only skein that was finished, hang on, let's see, where is it? The only skein that I used every smidge of was this one, and I used that also in the very beginning. This huge triangle is where you start with this, and let me hold it way up so you can see, it's striped with another color. And this whole thing is garter striped, so you're not ever purling, you're always only knitting. And the construction of it is unbelievable. So I did use 5 different yarns. The pink is La Bien-Aimée Merino Singles in Bois de Rose. And then Passion Yarns, or Passion Knits yarn, Tantalizing Tweed, is Woodside and Turquoise. So it's these 2 colors. The Woodside is the brown and the turquoise, of course, is the turquoise. And then the next is Sweet Tea Yarn Sock in the Pocahontas colorway. And that's this one, which I think is just beautiful. And then very last is the Secret Santa, and that was the one I showed first that has all of these beautiful colors in it. And so that is actually, this skein of Secret Santa is what made me pull all these colors together, because of the turquoise and the pink and the bits of brown where the turquoise and the blue, the turquoise and the pink got kind of muddy and they almost looked brown. And it kind of made the whole thing go together. But this was so much fun to knit on. You just kept going, and sometimes you were picking up stitches, sometimes you had live stitches. It's a great stash buster, and now I've got 4 skeins of four partially used skeins of yarn that are left over from this. It literally took a half a skein for most of these. I'll weigh my leftovers if I haven't already and make sure that my project page is updated, because this is a fabulous stash buster. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't...
That's a beautiful shawl.
It's really nice, and I love the shape of it. That's the other thing. It's not too deep, and it's got a point, but the point's not right in the middle, but it's not one of those boomerang shaped ones that has the asymmetrical triangle where it's way off to one side. Those are kind of they're not hard to get on, but they're hard to keep in the place that you put them. This one, when you put it on and throw it over your shoulder, it stays right where you put it. So I love that about it. And in his pattern, I know some of you saw this from last time when I just started it, he has an entire section that is just for doing a gauge swatch. And by doing this gauge swatch, I realized that one of my original colors was not going to work. So you notice there's no pink in that one. I decided that because of that Secret Santa colorway from Zen Yarn Gardens, that I probably needed to do a different color and like skip one of the colors that was a little too bright and add the pink instead. So,
yeah,
you know, I may give that to a grandbaby and let him use it for a shawl for a Barbie doll or something. Yeah. But I mean, it really does help you know how your colors are going to lay, and he teaches you the techniques for the picking up, because at one point you've got 2 pieces going out like this, and you're picking up in this little point and joining on both sides, and it's in this tiny little swatch. It's the instructions on exactly how to do that, so you get a practice and see if your colors work right. So I thought that was genius.
Yeah.
Very good.
Uh-huh.
So Janet has another finish I see sitting
I
over.
do.
It's a cute one.
On the last episode, I think I was on Sleeve Island, and so we're looking at short sleeves. So, so my next one is the Encinitas top by Irina Anikeeva. And here's the video.
It is really cute.
And here's the sweater. It's got that beautiful sleeve detail, and also on the sides. So the yarn that I used was the Brooklyn Tweed Dapple in the colorway Blaze. And that is a half cotton, half merino. And this is a bottom-up sweater, and you end up picking up stitches to make the sleeves as you go up. So you actually do a front panel and a back panel, and then you do a 3-needle bind off for the top, and then you just seam the bottom, and then you
That's interesting.
pick up stitches and do a little bit of a cuff and bind off. So
Nice.
Yeah.
turned out really well.
It's really cute. So is that a DK weight or a?
Yes, DK weight
It
sweater.
looks heavier than that. And I think it's just because of all the
of the
texture.
Yeah.
So have you blocked this since you finished it?
Yes, I have blocked it.
Because it's all squishy.
It's all soft. Yeah, there was one thing at the end when I was doing when I did the cuff, it was too tight. And so I did the simple stretchy bind off.
Jenny's surprisingly stretchy.
No, this was called the simple.
Oh, the simple one. Okay.
Simple stretchy bind off, and it was by Very Pink Knits. And it was simple, and it was really nice. And I really liked how it worked.
And it's
so
plenty
beautifully.
stretchy, yeah?
Plenty stretchy, yes. So put that in the show notes, and also put the tags. We've had these really cute tags that these are the ones that Tammi got us, and then I had these tags also. So mine was Reeds Engravables, and the ones Tammi got were from the Zeus Hide handmade engravables. And
I can link those in the show notes if
yeah,
you'd like.
that would be great. So that I know we always show these, we don't always talk about them, but
Yeah, from
it's nice
Etsy.
to have them out there. Yes,
Yeah.
all
Can I
from
ask
Etsy.
a question about this?
Yes.
Can you think you can make a long sleeved one? Make that a long sleeved?
You would have to know what your gauge is here because you cast stitches on.
Yeah, you'd have to cast a whole
You'd have to
sleeve of
cast them
those
all
on.
That way.
So that wouldn't really. I don't know how you would do that.
That would be
They
difficult.
would
To
have
have
to
the
be
pattern.
straight because you wouldn't have the ability to do decreases under because, well, I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Unless you decided to just do this in stockinette for the rest of it.
Oh, I see.
You know, I mean,
But that would kind of take away from it.
but it would. This is a beautiful spring and fall piece, I think.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
So.
Very nice.
It's got that nice air conditioning down the side
Yeah, it does.
with all that lace and
Right.
cables.
Right?
Oh, that's funny. All right, my next one is a half object. I have been working on the Oona socks by Oomieknits. And here is one of them finished. You can see I've got the little stitch markers hanging in here to keep track of the repeats of the lace. And then down here to keep track of the length of the foot. And I heard someone the other day on a podcast say, oh, my foot is generally 70 rounds. And I counted, and I do exactly 70 rounds at my gauge on fingering weight yarn with a US 1 9-inch circular needle. I don't know if my gauge would change if I was doing them on, magic loop or some other method, but I did that just to keep track and know exactly where I was. The yarn I'm using for this is actually, so I'll give you a real close-up of how it knits up. This is the yarn that I was going to use in my Vertices Unite that was a little bit too bright. It had the brown and it had that bluish tint to it, but what it didn't have was a deep enough color. It was just a little too much on the bright side. So here is the ball of yarn. It's really, really gorgeous, and it's very soft. I'm gonna love having both of them finished. I just have a start of the second one, like just literally the cuff and one repeat done. So we'll just call this a hoe.
Now, did you mention what was the maker of the yarn?
The maker, oh sorry, that is the Sweet Tea Yarns.
Oh, okay.
just like Sweet Tea Yarn Sweet Sock, just like one of the other yarns that I actually did use in the Vertices Unite. So all the details will be also on the Ravelry page for that. But one of you beautiful viewers, I was talking about using this rusty colored ball to do the toe. Somebody suggested that I just do a stripe before the toe, so thank you very much for that suggestion. I think that worked out way better than the jarring contrast of doing the whole toe in that brown color.
It's really
It
cute.
just looks,
It's really good.
yeah. So thank you. We do listen. We read all those comments and we do listen when you make a suggestion to us. So thank you for that. And that's it for finishes, I think, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Claudia, you have some whips.
I do have some whips, fortunately. I haven't been doing a whole heck of a lot of knitting, but this is the CMC sweater by Sean. Sean, it's Qian, so I'm just guessing at how it's pronounced. This I use the Cloudborne Fiber Superwash Merino Worsted Twist.
The big name.
And the colorway is Atlantic Ocean. Sadly, it's not in production anymore, but this is I really love all the little speckles in there. I've finished the body and I'm working on the sleeves, and I did do the neckline already. So
Wasn't that neckline fun?
it was fun. So
Isn't it so different?
yeah, it is different. I liked it. It makes it stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. So I'm really loving it. I can't wait till it's finished. Well, I can't wait for cold weather so I can wear it.
There's that. I'd
There
rather it be
is
just
that.
cool, not cold, but you know.
Like, just as long as it's cold enough, I can wear this.
That's
And
beautiful.
here's the label for if you happen to run across it somewhere, you will know what.
Or have it in your stash.
Or
if
even
it's
have it in your
possible, right? Yeah.
stash. There you
You still have
go.
some, don't you?
So you can see how it all goes together. And I did block the body before I did finish the ribbon, because I wanted to make sure it wasn't gonna get really super long. And I did make sure when I blocked it to kind of squish it together the right way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have not made any modifications. Super easy pattern. The neckline is fun. It's just a different. And I'm not sure what else I can say about it right now.
Yeah. When you start reading the pattern, it's a little like, I'm gonna do what? And it's like, just trust the pattern, just do what it says. And then I figured out that what you're doing is a few rows of double knitting, and then you resolve the double knitting and move on to the collar. And it's like, it just makes that stand out so nicely. And it's such a different technique and look. It looks like you're doing a welt, but you're not. It's a way easier than a welt, because you don't have to pick up all those stitches and knit them together when you're done. So yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And that color of yarn is beautiful.
I
with those
love
blips.
that. Yeah, I love the color. Yeah. Can't decide. It's sort of a brownish gray.
It's just
Perfect.
taupe, maybe.
A taupe. That's kind of what I think it is too. So.
Yeah. When
I
I
love
used that yarn, we bought the exact same color. I knit mine holding a pale blue mohair with it, and it totally changed the fabric. So I've never seen what it knits up like until you knit that, and I knit my sweater probably 3 or 4 years ago. So that's deep
I knit
stash.
a sweater too.
Yeah, you
using that, but I
did.
think I held a mohair with mine also. And I don't remember.
Yours was a Hohi Locatelli that had, it was a V-neck with some, brioche on the
I don't
bottom,
think
wasn't
it
it?
was Hoagie.
What
No,
not
I don't
Hoagie?
think so. I thought she
No.
did like a jacket, some kind of a jacket.
I think it might have been Caitlin Hunter.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
I don't remember. I'll have to look.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll wear it next time.
There you
If it's cool enough, that would be
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I think I held something with my yarn too. So, but it looks similar to what Claudia's does, but it's a
Yeah.
little more muted. So I think it was a little bit different color.
And I think I
Mohair
think
with
I've only used like 3 skeins. And I think I have a bunch left over.
So is that DK or worsted?
Worsted.
Okay, I couldn't remember. It was so long ago. It's a darn shame Cloudborne Woolens is out of business.
I know.
Because they did have some really lovely yarns.
All
well.
right.
Yeah, so do you have a whip?
I do. My first one is the Fresh Squeezed Juice by Dani Gherardi.
Ooh.
And we got comments because I wasn't sure whether to make it short or long sleeves. And I decided I am going with the long sleeves. And I'm happy about that decision.
Oh my gosh, so gorgeous.
So here it is. And I've got one sleeve underway.
Yeah.
So I know I need to finish it.
It's so close.
So I'm getting
right?
close to getting the sleeve
Oh wow.
sleeve done, but it's getting there. I wanted to get it done before the podcast, but I was busy working on a couple other things. So
Because that's how we roll.
you're right. So I need to pick it up again and get this completed.
Love the
I think
color.
it'll be really pretty when I get it done.
Oh, yeah.
So the yarn that I used is the Pearl Soho Serif. And the colorway is Horse Chestnut, which I've used this color in one of their other yarns before, so I definitely love the color.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
It is cotton, like an Egyptian cotton or something. It's really soft, but it's very heavy. So I think this is going to make just a beautiful long sleeve fall or spring sweater.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So.
for sure.
I'm really
That's
happy.
pretty.
Really happy
Yeah,
with
so
it.
we found out about that yarn
So.
because we all bought some Pearl Soho yarn, and when they shipped it, we each ordered our own batches, and when they shipped it, we all ended up getting a sample skein of some of their yarns. And Claudia got that yarn, and we just fell in love with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how it looks. It's an interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
The
So
taste to
Pearl
it.
Soho, that's a really good marketing trick because we went out and all bought sweaters quantity of
Yeah,
it.
Claudia made that
Oh
beautiful
my Kylie.
Kylie
the
sweater,
Kylie.
and then
I
love
made a
that.
CMC.
And then I have more because I bought a blue and then I still have some of that silver left. So I think I'm going to do some kind of a color work.
Oh, that'd be really good. Or stripes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Something like that.
something delicious.
All right. What about
All
you?
right. Well, okay. So I talked last time about a Granny Square cardigan picture. Put that here. That a friend sent me and asked how hard it would be to make. And so I told her I didn't think it would be that hard. So I quickly went out online and bought some yarn to give it a try. And there was one more skein, a real pretty, like daffodil yellow. And so the yarn came, of course, and I proceeded to, I was looking at the picture, and the picture had, in each one of the granny squares, the center didn't start out with the magic ring and the triple crochets or double crochets like you do. It actually had something that looked more like a pinwheel, like that. So I made one square and measured it, and it was exactly 4 inches. And I decided for a cardigan, I probably wanted it to be about 40 inches. So I figured out how many I needed to make across the front and across the back. And then in order to get the armhole shaped right, I'll put a picture here of it laid out. And then here it is sewn together.
Wow.
So I don't have the sleeves on it yet. I haven't really figured that out, but
That's pretty.
That is really
I tried 3 different joins. So it's very colorful, right? And it's going to have white sleeves. I'm just getting the button band going on it. But so I'm not really a crocheter. I can, you know, do a single crochet and a double crochet, and I can watch and figure out how to do a granny square, right? And actually Karen, one of our daughters, wanted to make a granny square blanket, and so she needed me to teach her how to do it, so I had to go out and do a refresh on how to do it. But anyway, what puzzled me was the half granny square, because it's a V-neck on that picture. I don't know if you could tell that. So this half granny square, I had to figure out how to do that. So I went out on YouTube like you do, and I looked and I watched like 2 or 3 different podcasts or like tutorials, and they were not clicking with me. So I'm like, oh boy, what am I going to do? So I I found one more, and I couldn't even tell you who it was because I had watched so many by that point that, I don't know, my history and all that got a little jumbled. But I figured it out and made those and laid it all out and took that picture of how, you know, of it laid out. And I did decide that I needed an entire, you know, a panel under the arm, because you have to have that gusset under there, and there's no way to like cast on stitches. So for the join, I gotta show you this because it's kind of cool. See how lacy that join is between the squares? I tried the slip stitch. It made them too close together and it was just too firm. And then I tried doing the almost like a mattress stitch where you're just sewing, blind stitching back and forth, and I didn't like the way it made the V's look on top. They were just kind of like jumbled, and so
wow, that's
I think that looks really kind of cool. It adds, it's like kind of lacy, right? So, and that was sort of how that picture looked in between. So I haven't blocked this since I've done all the things, but I did.
So is that crochet what you did in between those?
Yes, it's a chain stitch, and you just do a slip stitch between the clusters and that gap between the clusters, and chain 2, and then do a slip stitch. So you go over on one side and come from under on the other side to make it lay nice like that. And then when I got it all done, I thought, you know what? I'll never be able to pick up stitches with a knitting needle with these chains, that gap between. So I went all the way around the whole thing with a single crochet. And then I picked up the stitches in the single crochet and did a ribbing on the bottom. And I decided I wanted it to be a short wait a minute, that's not the bottom. Hang on, here's the bottom. A short ribbing, so it's about 1 inch. And then I came around and picked up stitches for the button band, and it looked a little bit, this part was very long and straight, and then, you know, it had that half of a triangle. So what I ended up doing was going all the way back and forth with ribbing for 2 rounds, and then when I came back up to here, I did short rows. Because you guys, short rows and knitting can shape anything, right? So you can see, maybe if I hold it up, you can see how it's narrow down there and then it gets wider up here and fills that gap in, so it makes that lay nicer. Anyway, so I need to do my single crochet around the sleeves after I get this button band done. I mean, my needles are hanging in it right now. This is Drops Muscat yarn. Do I have? Yes, I have one with a label. It's these tiny little balls. This is a DK weight and it is 100% cotton. Each one is 50 grams and 109 yards. But all of those were bought online, and I thought I would have enough. I think I got 6 of the skeins of white, and I have 3 skeins left, and I don't think 3 skeins is enough for long sleeves. Now my dilemma is what to do with the sleeves, because this is heavy. I mean, it's heavy like...
It's not as heavy as that.
It's heavy. Well, this doesn't have sleeves on it yet. It's heavy like the Pearl Soho Serif is heavy, right? So it needs long sleeves because it's a cardigan, and I do have buttons for it upstairs. But what I'm trying to figure out if I want to make it, you know, the Corin cardigan by Rebecca Clow that we each made when we wore to Rhinebeck. You know how that's got like the little holes in it and it just kind of goes back and forth. I'm trying to figure out if that pattern would look wonky with crochet, or if it would make sense with the crochet, or if it would be better just to make a stockinette sleeve and a ribbing at the bottom. Because the pattern picture, it was crocheted, I think. I can't tell for sure, but they had some, it looked like yarn overs in it. And I don't know how to do that. And I can't find anything online that shows me what that picture is. So if any of you are crocheters and you can tell from that photo I put up what kind of stitch they may have used on those sleeves, let me know, because I'm willing to give it a go. I mean, it can't be that hard, but it almost looked knit, but I think it was crocheted. So anyway, so that's it for my self-drafted Granny Square cardigan. It's been fun.
Yeah, I bet it has.
Yeah. I think it'll look cute with like linen pants and a little tank.
And you can pick any kind of color.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
There's plenty in there.
Well, I do have that Sipila top in that green. It's in that same kind of celery green color.
That would
that
be
might
very
look cute underneath of
pretty.
it. Yeah.
Sure would.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay. So I have made progress on my garden pullover by Anke Strict. And I am making the size 49, and this is the beauty. I got the front put together. Let's see, wait a minute. I have to figure out, oh, here we go. Yeah. So I knit until I thought it was the correct depth. And so I have put the fronts together, and I've tried it on. It looks great. The only issue I had was this pulled up for some reason when I had it on. And so I think when I block it, the final blocking, I'll try to see. And once it's done, I'll see if it's still doing it. And if so, when I final block it, I'll pull this down, and hopefully that'll stretch out some of the.
God, that looks pretty on camera.
Well, it looks pretty on too, I can tell you. So, yeah, just keep on going. And the yarns that I'm using is the Drops Killed Silk Unicolor, and the colorway is Sage Green. Let's see. Let me get you guys out of here. I think that did it. Yeah, there you go. And I'm also using the Hobie Soft Alpaca Lace, and this, I'm holding two of them together. I'm holding this one double, so to get the right gauge. And so far so good. It's a fun knit.
So pretty.
Beautiful.
No
So
modifications.
soft.
Yeah, it is very
It's
soft.
as soft as it looks.
Well, I did do one modification on the back, only because on the top, I wanted to make sure all the vertical stripes lined up from front to back. And for some reason, so I was actually supposed to connect these over, I think, 2 more stitches or something. But then if I followed the pattern, then these don't line up to the front. So I think I took 2 stitches out instead, and because I really wanted to make sure everything lined up correctly. And it does, so I'm happy about it. And then I think on the front, I probably went longer than they said to go.
Which was funny because you said you thought it was going to be too deep.
I did, and I kept adding stitches, and it's like, okay, well, adding rows, I should say. But now I think it's about perfect. So it doesn't look like it right now, but there you go.
It's going to be really nice.
Yeah. So I'm loving it. It feels so nice.
Yeah, so again, sweater weather.
Yes, that's why I love sweater weather. I don't know if anybody else does like me. I am not a fan. Our summer, sorry, I'm collecting all my little pieces. Our summer has just been so hot and humid. I don't even want to go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it gets so humid.
Oh
that's
my
what
gosh,
makes
you
it
walk
difficult.
outside and
It's
you don't
just
do
so-
anything and you're just dripping.
Yes.
It's awful.
And the air's so heavy to breathe in. It's
Yeah, it is.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
True.
Janet, what do you have on the needles too?
I have the Magnolia Tea by Knitting for Breakfast.
The Magnolia Tea.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, wow. Look at that.
And here's what it looks like. So that's the
Pretty. Look at all that lace.
the neckline and all that beautiful lace.
Love the color.
So I am using the Drops Bell in the colorway Petrol for this. And it is so much fun to work on.
Yeah.
That it is to the point where I don't want to work on anything else but this. I did do the neckline twice. So I did it with what they said to use, and the neck was so big that I knew I was going to have to add something to it. So I decided to just start over and go down 2 more needle sizes. So
Just for your cast on though, right?
just for the cast on, I did the whole the small section at the very top. So it's like 6 rows or so, but it's just this small little section here was in the small size 2 needle, and then I went up to a size 6 for the rest.
It's gorgeous.
It is. It's beautiful.
So thank you. Yeah. So but it is so fun to work on. with all this beautiful lace. So I'm really enjoying it.
Do you remember how when we first started and we did lace, we hated it? I mean, we liked it, but we hated it because we were like always, you know, counts were off.
Yeah, it's like,
and now
oh,
it's
boy.
and now it's addicting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what do you have next, Tammi?
Well, someone trying to get our attention.
Yeah.
So my next one is the Misurina by Caitlin Hunter. And I did. So I wore my Misurina that I had made years ago. I wore that
Somewhere.
last couple of weeks ago, and I decided that that might be my favorite sweater. Like, GOAT, greatest of all time, like the one that I always go to and just absolutely love. And so I decided I was going to make another one. I'm just a little tangled here. So I am using Pearl Soho linen quill. And the colorway is Vintage Celadon. And it's just this beautiful pale blue. And then for the color work, I'm using Hawthorne Fingering, Knit Picks Hawthorne Fingering in the colorway Blueberry Speckle. And it's got a bolder blue and some really good purples on the background. So I'm really hoping that it shows up on camera.
Beautiful.
Because I have finished the top part with the lace, and now I am only working, and it's going to be kind of hard to show. I'm working my way down with the cables and the color work. So I have my doubts about the blueberry speckle yarn, like if it's going to show enough. But the further I get, the more it shows.
Yes.
And I wear a lot of like linen pants in the summer, and the natural color, kind of like I have on now, but I have some that are even like a lighter cream color, and I just think that's going to be so good. So I will not do the body, whatever that,
Oh,
the blips, whatever those are. I've decided that that's not going to be part of what I do on that
I
one.
don't blame you.
Right.
To me, it takes away from the rest of the sweater.
Yeah.
But that's just my taste.
I think so too.
None of us have done any of those.
Yeah, right?
I didn't do it on my
Yeah.
other one, so I'm doing the size 40, which is what I did before, and I'm going to keep laying this on it. I made some notes on my other one on Ravelry, my first one, that I wanted it to be a bigger fit. And I think that what I meant at the time was I wanted the raglan to be a little bit deeper. So I think that I did a couple more increases under the arm, which also made it deeper. I don't need it that wide anymore, but I just love the fit of the other one. So I may just keep laying this on it or doing row counts or something and making sure I've got it exactly the same, because it's that good. So if you haven't done the Misurina, it's another one that we all have it, and we highly recommend it. And you didn't use linen quill on yours.
I used, what was that? You guys, we've all used it.
It's the one that also has linen flex in it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I can't, it starts with an M, is that right?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I can't.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I wore mine on the last
Anyway.
episode.
Yeah.
Yes. So mine was the Susurrus. yarn that I use.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what we use.
Oh,
Malabrigo.
Malabrigo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's where
that's
the
what
M was.
we all
Sure.
use that. There's the M part.
But man, that linen quill, it just is so nice for it.
The definition's gonna be really good.
Yeah, I want it. So my other one is it's kind of a charcoal gray color and very light flowers. And I thought, you know what, you can't see that gorgeous lace, or it's a cable that goes between each one of those tulip colorwork things. I'm also doing ladder back jacquard because the increases happen on the outside of those
Flowers. Oh,
the cables.
cables,
And
yeah.
so it keeps, it's like a 6-stitch cable thing when you first start, that there's no color work, and as you keep going that increases. So I did 2 ladder back jacquard stitches on the back side of that when I started, knowing I would need them as I went further down. And now it's just like perfect habit when you're knitting to pull that yarn forward and then knit your stitch and keep going. And it's like old hat now. And I'm so glad that I decided to do that. So, do you have another whip?
Of course, yes. I shouldn't say of course, because I didn't start this until yesterday.
With you, it's never, and of course I have another whip.
Yeah, it never is. I don't know why I even said that. That was a silly me. But I bought this pattern 2 years ago or something. It's the Matissa by Thea Coleman. And I have been looking at this and not getting to it. And finally, yesterday I said, darn it, I need to start this thing.
Yeah.
So I did. And it's a cardigan, and it's got beautiful cable work on it. And so, yes, you can see it. It's just a start. But I did finish the ribbing and starting on the body of the sweater. And the yarn that I am using is the Marisol Hooney.
Man, that's gorgeous yarn.
It is gorgeous yarn. And it's made in Peru. It's 100% wool, so it'll be easy to spit splice, which I like. Let's see. I bought a whole bunch of this stuff. I've made other sweaters out of it because it's so nice. And I think it's going to be really good for a cardigan because it's got a lot of texture and a lot of body, and it's going to hold its shape really, really well. So
is this
And the color's so
worsted or
versatile,
DK?
it'll go with
Worsted.
anything. Since
Pardon me,
it's-
I'm sorry?
The color's neutral, it'll go with everything,
Everything, yeah.
too. It'll be perfect.
Ash sand.
yeah, and the colorway ash sand, yes.
It just says 100% wool. It doesn't say what kind of
No.
wool, but it is.
It's
It's
a Peruvian.
rustic and it is really good stuff. Don't we both have this in a hunter green color?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh.
you do, yeah. I'm waiting for you to use it.
I need to. Now that I'm seeing how squishy that is, oh my gosh. That is so good.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. So perfect time of year to start on it.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. You'll have it done just about the time you need it.
I hope so. You never know. Sometimes I get inspired and sometimes I get bored and then I go on to something else for a while. So, yeah, so.
Oh my goodness. So, do you have
You have another?
My next one is also like a summer, spring sweater. And it is the Riptide Tea. And that's by Jennifer Shiels Toland. And I am just at the very beginnings of this. And here's what it looks like. So on this, you start with, okay, that's not even the right ball of yarn. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna stick it up here. So it has this beautiful detail on the sides. So this is, so you start out flat, and it's the back side, and it's actually going to go like this, and this is going to be, is you do these short rows to begin with.
Ah.
And so this is going to be the shoulders. It'll, by the next episode, this will make a little more sense.
Is that the sleeveless top?
But the sleeves are built in.
It's kind of like
It's-
this.
Oh, okay. Just
So these are going to be the sleeves.
The sleeve edges.
The
here.
sleeve edges here, yes.
pretty.
And I'll be attaching pretty soon.
Picking up
Picking
the
up
shoulders
stitches.
here.
Where do I have the little thing? Okay, so like on this side, so this will be like my, I'll start to do the front on this edge here. And then I'll do the same on this other side. But anyway,
That's cute.
Man,
when
that
I first
yarn.
started working on this, I thought,
Yeah.
what in the world? This is a weird pattern.
Yeah.
But no, it's all gonna flow together
This
really
looks-
nicely. And
they're
then
gorgeous.
eventually
Yeah,
I'll
that
be
looks a lot
knitting in the round.
That looks a lot like me.
So the yarn that I'm using, just lost the band here, is the Debbie Bliss Baby Cashmerino. And the colorway of this is Flame.
That is so pretty, Janet.
Thank you. So I'm hoping it won't take too long.
It's really pretty. I love that colorway.
But it's another fun project to work on with the little simple pattern that you have. On the edges, it's fun to, it's fun.
And when
Yeah.
you're done knitting, you're done. There's nothing
And-
to go back and pick up, right?
Right, nothing to pick up. So
That's
this is the
nice.
edge of the sleeve on one side. And I think it's another 3 needle bind off at the top.
Pretty.
And so this is part of my deep stash, Debbie Bliss.
It is, yeah.
So I'm happy to use this yarn, and it's been kind of my color wheel. This is in the color that I've been working on this summer.
It's a pretty color. Very
A little more pinker. I would say this is a little more pinker than what I've been doing, but looking forward to continuing on that as well.
All right. Well, my next whip is the Azimuth by Marie Greene. But mine looks nothing like the actual pattern. I chose to do it. I loved the way she designed it with just the sleeves and the whole shape of it. She's got this beautiful cable down the front that I am choosing to not do the cable on mine. And so I looked at the pattern and figured out how many extra stitches that she had included in the pattern, you know, to be able to accommodate for the cable. And her sleeve shaping and shoulder cap shaping is just, I think it's brilliant. So here's how it's looking. And here's the shoulder. And you do some increases. I don't know if you can see this line right here. But there's one on the back that's just like that where the increases happen. And then here are a bunch of increases where it fits right over your shoulder cap. And she's got this nice wide ribbing at the collar. And you can see that this is pretty drapey. So hers is done in a very rustic way. It's a rustic yarn and it's got this gorgeous cable, which having gone this far with it, I may actually do one in the rustic wool as well. But what I'm using on this is Expression Fiber Arts And this is their Brilliant Light Beacon DK. I think Brilliant Light might be the colorway. It is. And this is 25% baby camel, 25% mulberry silk, and 50% lyocell. And it is amazing. I hope you can see. Oh yeah, you can see all those colors in there. There's like a pop of a bright green every once in a while.
It's really pretty color.
It's
Beautiful
just,
color.
yeah, so Brilliant Light, I guess, I don't know, is that the Aurora Borealis kind
Yeah.
of color?
Yeah.
Because that's what, in my mind, that's what the sky would look like. So I just started on the ribbing on the bottom, and so I knit it to where it's about an inch below my belly button, and then I'll do maybe like 3 inches of 2x2 ribbing on the bottom. And I started the ribbing with the same needle, and it looked sloppy. It just looked sloppy. And usually my ribbing, if I do use the same size needle, it looks nice and tidy, and you know, it kind of sucks in a little bit just because of the ribbing. This didn't. It just looked sloppy. The stitches looked too big. They just, so I ended up going down. I tried it with 1 needle size, and even that didn't look good enough, so I went down 2 needle sizes for the ribbing. So we'll see. I'll knit a couple of rounds, and if it doesn't work, I'll tink it back and figure it out. But I think 2 needles should be plenty.
Yeah, I would think so.
And I haven't decided on how long I'm going to make the sleeves yet. I have a lot of yarn left. So I've got plenty to do long sleeves, but I'm thinking because of the lyocell and the silk that's in there, that I may do just like a longer short sleeve, just to make it more wearable for a lot of things. Does that sound right? I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of,
Because it makes it nice fall.
yeah, it would be kind of cute if I did this kind of sleeve thing with it.
Yeah, it would be.
But I don't think I want to. I don't. It's so special on this one. I don't know if I want a bunch of them that do that. Although that's awesome. I just love these sleeves. Anyway, that's it for my whips.
Me too.
And that's all for mine.
Okay, so we do have a special announcement. We did have a 3-year Podiversary in July, and we kind of blew right past that. I think partly because we didn't get together very much because of Claudia's construction stuff at home, and
Vacations. And
and vacations and all the things. And so, and everybody's been pretty busy, but we have a prize we'd like to gift to one of our lucky viewers. So what do we do when we go to the tasting table? We'll know what we want you to say in your comments, but in order to win,
How about Podiversary?
okay, happy Podiversary. There you go.
Perfect.
Makes
So,
it simple.
You leave us a comment, and I'm also, don't forget about, if you're a crocheter and you've got some idea about the sleeves, what I can do there, that would be fabulous.
And here's what the prize is going to be. One of these beautiful project bags. Has this beautiful orange in the center. And these donuts and pumpkins and all about fall, which is coming up really soon.
Yeah.
And then we have one of these beautiful cork bags from Portugal. And Claudia has donated the Manos del Uruguay.
Manos de Uruguay, yeah.
Manos del Uruguay. I can't say it, but anyway, the Milo yarn, which is a good 283 yards. I think you had.
380.
380. Okay.
Oh, so it's sport or fingering? What is it?
It's sport, I would say.
It's an amazing soft
Yeah.
yarn. 65% wool and 35% linen. And it is just very soft and beautiful.
Awesome. So that is the prize. And just leave us a comment. And remember, we will never ever tell you you're the winner through comments. So don't, if anybody tells you that and tries to get information, no.
Yeah, right.
We'll announce it on our next video, which may actually be the one that we record for Pia Tran's Traveling Misurina knit-a-thon, right?
It could very well be.
It could be. I'm not really sure how
I'm not sure when that is.
Yeah, we've got to look at the timing. I know that that's October, and today's date is September what? 18th?
Today we're in August.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. August 19th. And so this will go up on the 20th or 21st. And so I leave in 2 weeks, little less than 2 weeks, for a couple of weeks. We'll be in Europe and on a river cruise. And then maybe when we get back, we should do a podcast to do our prize winner, and then we'll record one for Pia.
Sounds like a good one.
Maybe that. But anyway, we are going to be supporting Pia Trans on her Traveling Knits knit-a-thon. So you'll have to keep an eye out for that one. It'll be pre-recorded, and we'll have it out there as an instant premiere, I think is how that gets worded. So anyway, what's next? Tasting table?
I think it's
I can't wait to taste the wine.
thirsty.
All right. See you there.
So today's wine is a beautiful gift from our viewer and friend, Annie. Thank you so much. This is the Voyager 2021 Vintage Proprietary Red Blend. And it is from Alba Vineyards. And it is a combination of a blend of 42% Cabernet Sauvignon, 28% Petite Verdot, 15% Merlot, and 15% Cabernet Franc. So this is just a lovely blend. Hand-picked grapes from one of the premier growers in Walla Walla, Washington. After the grapes arrive in their vineyard in New Jersey, they were destemmed into small lots, and then they extended the maturation and extraction during the fermentation with the 2 years in the French oak, and then they got this dense, rich fruit qualities framed by the a bunch of silky tannins.
Okay.
So anyway,
sounds like it's gonna be.
This is a gorgeous
Perfect,
wine,
perfect, yeah.
and
I've been sipping on it.
Yeah.
The nose on it's really nice.
It is,
It's very
yeah.
fresh.
It has that.
Kind of green,
Yeah.
maybe.
I can smell the lead. You know, the pencil lead, the one that they
Is that
always
what that
talk
is?
about. Yeah.
I'm really liking it.
I like it a lot. I mean, it's Washington grapes, so
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, it's a great blend.
It is a great blend.
It has a lovely nose. Swirling it and opening up. This is like a wine that likes to be opened up a little bit. And then once it opens up a little bit,
Those dark berries. You can.
yes, the dark berries,
Oh man,
all the fruits.
man! The more you swirl it, the better it gets. Big
And
time.
it is not tannic, even
No.
though it sits in that French oak for 2 years. It is not.
It's not a real heavy tannin, which is nice.
Nice, very very nice. Yeah. I bet though you could probably cellar it for a few more years though.
Oh, probably.
Easily.
Yeah, that's a
Oh, yeah,
2021
for sure.
That's delish.
Has a lovely nose.
Annie,
Well,
you
thank you.
did good.
Fruity.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
You know what we like.
Yeah, and it probably does
So
have
good.
that same profile we always seem to gravitate to, you know?
Yes.
A little bold, not too tannic, dry, on the dry side.
Right.
This is great, and this is from New Jersey.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Wow, good job.
So cheers to you, Annie.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
And we're
for
using the
sure.
glasses you gave us.
Oh,
too.
right. Yep, from the winery. Yeah,
Alba
so
Vineyard. So beautiful.
you have 2 tasks before we let you go, and that is to leave a comment so you can be included in the prize drawing for the bag and yarn and the little cork pouch, which is perfect as a wallet in, you know, carrying it around with your projects. And then the other is to give me some ideas, if you're a crocheter, about patterns for the sleeves on that cardigan, because I'm a wee bit stumped.
Well, you figured it out so far.
I did, yeah, I mean,
Could you just knit it? Knit the sleeve?
I could just pick up stitches and knit.
Yum.
But I don't know. I mean, you know, you kind of want to make it, I'm trying to make it like that picture, so I wanted, and there's no pattern. That was just a photo on Pinterest, I think, which had no pattern linked to it. And I looked and looked and looked through Ravelry, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and so.
All right.
So Annie, we need to come up and visit you. And go to
Yes,
this
we
vineyard.
do.
Well, that'd be a
That
lot
would
of
be
fun.
really
It would be
lots of
fun.
Right. Well, in the meantime, if you
you
can't be with the wine you love, love the wine you're with.
Cheers.